Hello, my name is Christopher Corrigan. I'm a library associate with the Adaptive Services Division of the DC Public Library. Adaptive Services' mission is to try to make the DC Public Library system more accessible to individuals with disabilities, including blindness, visual impairment, learning disability, and a physical disability that prevents them from using the DC Public Library system normally. To do this, we have several workstations here equipped with assistive technologies. One of those assistive technologies is called JAWS, or Job Access with Speech. You're able to find it on your desktop because the icon is of a dorsal fin, like a shark, sticking out of the sea. You can either double-click on that icon to turn it on, or you can use a key combination. Now, it should be noted that JAWS is meant for the blind, so there is no mouse usage. So everything JAWS does is based on key combinations. The key combination to turn it on is holding onto the Control key simultaneously with the Alt key and then pressing the J key. So I'm going to hold onto the Control key and Alt key and then press the J key. Takes a minute.
JAWS for Windows is ready.
Now it'll announce itself, and then you can test it by pressing a key on the keyboard.
Space.
Okay, so JAWS is on. Now from here you can go anywhere in the computer by using key combinations. These key combinations are either key combinations that are already embedded into the Windows system, or they're key combinations that JAWS created. One of the key combinations we're going to be using is the Windows key. That'll bring up the Start menu. It's the same thing as double-clicking on the Start button on the bottom left-hand corner of the desktop screen.
Start menu 1 of 6. To navigate, press up or down arrow. J. JAWS 11.0 1 of 6. J.
Okay, so you heard it say several things there. The first thing you heard was it say 1 of 6. So that means we're in the Start menu's frequently used application section. So we can go from here, and it said there's 6. So we can down arrow through these 5 other items till we hear all programs.
Internet Explorer, ILM authorization, Microsoft Office Word, Magic 11. Adobe Reader 9, all programs submenu P.
And then you can press Enter to open the All Programs section.
Enter, new Office document, N.
Now from here you can either down arrow to the appropriate program you want, or you can press the first letter of said program. So we're either going to we can down arrow to Internet Explorer, which is where we're going, or we can just press I.
Interactual iTunes sub Internet Explorer
And press Enter.
Enter. Leaving menus. Google Microsoft Internet Explorer. Google Search Edit. Type in text. 4%. 100%.
Okay, so you'll know that it's finished loading when it says 100%. Now you also heard a pop there. That means when it goes to Google, it automatically goes to the Google search field, and that pop means you can start typing in a search option. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the DC Public Library's website. Now there are 2 ways you can get to the address bar on a web page. You can either hold onto the Alt key, and while holding the Alt key press D, or you hold onto the Control key, and while holding onto the Control key you press the O key for open. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold onto the Control key, and while holding onto the Control key, I'm going to press the O key and let go really quickly.
Control O, open dialog. Type the internet address of a document or folder, and Internet Explorer will open it for you. And open :edit combo 0 items. To set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value.
Now from here, I'm going to go to the DC Public Library's website. That's www.dclibrary.org.
www.dclibrary.org. Enter. District of Columbia Public Library - check it out. Google Search Edit. RSS feeds. Page has 14 headings and 38 links. District.
Okay, so you heard it say that it has 14 headings and 38 links. Now, what's important to note here is that JAWS does not, when you look at a website, you're not going to read the whole thing top to bottom. JAWS will read it top to bottom if you let it, and to stop it you press the Control key. Now, when a visual internet user uses the website, they're looking for visual cues such as headings or links. They'll either be in bold, in blue, underlined, etc. A blind or visually impaired user can't do that. JAWS gives them the tools to do that. One of those tools is called the links list, and it'll give you every link on a web page. To access the links list, you hold onto the insert key. Now that's either the insert key on the number pad, which is the 0, it's that long horizontal bar at the bottom left-hand corner of the number pad, and while holding onto that, you press the F7 key.
Links list dialog. Links list view. DC Public Library dash check it out. 1 of 38. To move to items, use the arrow keys.
Okay, and we're going to go to Library Services, so we can either down arrow till we hear it say Library Services, or we just press L.
L. Library Services.
And then we press Enter.
Enter. Services vertical bar District of Columbia Public Library. Page has 13 headings and 55 links. Services.
Again, to stop it from talking, you just press the Control key. Now we're going to look for the Adaptive Services link. So we're going to go back to the links list by holding onto the Insert key and pressing F7.
Links list dialog. Links list view. Skip the content. 1 of 55. To move to items, use the arrow keys.
Now you heard it say skip to content. That means it'll skip the banner, and it'll also skip the tabs at the top of the page and go down to the main section of the web page. So sometimes JAWS users find this easier. So we're going to press the Enter there.
Enter. Adjust text size link graphic. Page has 13 headings and 55 links. Heading level 1 services link meeting.
Again, to stop it, you press Control. And now we're going to go back to the links list by holding on to the Insert key and pressing F7.
Links list dialog. Links list view. Meeting rooms. 17 of 55. To move to items, use the arrow keys.
So as you can see, we're now in the main content of the web page. So the first thing under Services is Meeting Rooms. So we can either down arrow until we hear it say Adaptive Services, or we can just press A. So assuming that we don't know what we're looking for, we're just going to down arrow. So we don't want Meeting Rooms.
Computer classes. Adult literacy. E-BIC. Adaptive Services.
That's the one we want, so we're going to press Enter.
Enter. Adaptive Services vertical bar District of Columbia Public Library. Adaptive.
And that's how a JAWS user will get to a web page. Now, they will close out of a web page the same way you would normally close out. Either they can't press the X key, they would hold onto the Alt key and press F4.
Alt F4.
And then after they're done, they can close out a JAWS by holding onto the Insert key and pressing F4.
Unloading JAWS. Quit JAWS dialog. Are you sure you want to quit JAWS? Press Enter to quit now or Escape to cancel. OK button to activate. Press spacebar.
And you just press Enter.
Enter. Desktop. Folder view. List view. Not select.
And now JAWS is done.